Welcome to Flashback, the quickfire show that gets you caught up in a flash. The 2018 EU LCS Spring Split kicked off this weekend with brand new metas and epic outplays. Let's find out what went down. The action started off with a rematch of the Summer Split finals between G2 and Misfits. After a methodical early game from G2, it looked like Misfits finally found life when Maxlor stole the Baron.
Oh my God! The follow-up!
But Perks and the rest of G2 made Misfits pay, with crisp teamfighting that started off G2's title defense on the right foot.
The top lane Roccat is just such a monster.
The second match of the day was a clash between Vitality and H2K. Smitty J had a target on him from the get-go and got clapped on back-to-back ganks to start the game. It didn't get any better for H2K, and Jizuke capped off Vitality's commanding performance with a nasty quadra kill. The Unicorns of Love came into the day looking for a big win against Giants Gaming. However, their plans were quickly ruined after a pair of epic outplays on Ornn.
Oh God, that's disgusting!
Once Rune gave Giants the edge, it was bombs away for Steelback, and his explosive play blew away the Unicorns for a convincing victory. After Upset was scratched from Schalke's lineup due to sickness, it was up to their support, Vander, to step up to the plate and play ADC. Schalke wasn't phased though, and they crushed the early game. It looked like Roccat had new life when they picked off Nukeduck and Pride at the Baron pit, but Vander on Varus dished out the damage to propel Schalke to a quick 30-minute win. The last match of day one featured Fnatic taking on Splice. Fnatic got to work early, picking up the first 3 kills of the game and the momentum. Splice wouldn't go down easily though, and a couple of great fights nearly turned the game in their favor. But Fnatic's clinical pressure with the Baron buff finally overpowered Splice for a hard-fought victory. Day 2 started off with Giants Gaming and Vitality both looking to go 2-0. Giants took the fight to Vitality in their own jungle, picking up 2 kills and jumping out to an early lead. But Vitality didn't let that break their spirits, and after chipping away slowly at Giants' lead, they took a clutch fight, the Baron, and the comeback win. Next up was an absolute roller coaster ride between the Unicorns of Love and Splice. The game went off the rails in the mid-game when Cold and Xerxes traded Baron steals, and the momentum seesaw continued deep into the late game, with huge plays coming out from both sides. After over an hour of play, and with both teams pushing into enemy territory, it came down to a wild base race, and Splice just barely outdamaged the Unicorns for the craziest win of the split so far.
They want the Nexus to get them idiots! The Unicorns! They're done before you have it!
In the third match of the day, Fnatic flexed their macro muscles, taking down 3 of H2K's towers before the 12-minute mark. Fnatic's lead looked insurmountable, yet all it took was one fight for H2K to turn their fortunes around.
Fnatic went for the engage, but they fall apart in the hands of H2K!
Then, Fnatic were under arrest when Sheriff led H2K to an unlikely comeback win. After dropping their first game of the split, Roccat came into their match against G2 as huge underdogs. Yet it was Blank and Roccat who picked up the kills and took over the game. G2 did their best to hold on to their base, but Blank's Sand Soldiers led the way, and Roccat marched onwards to a surprise win. The Week 1 finale was between Schalke and Misfits. It got out of hand early for Schalke after a fight in the bot lane went south quick. Misfits seized the lead and held onto it for the rest of the game as they played calm and calculated on the way to a wire-to-wire victory. And that wraps up Week 1. Tune in on Friday, January 26 at 6 p.m. Central European Time when EU LCS continues. Don't miss it.